Yeah, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this live webinar. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in for yet another episode of PitchGround Product Webinars, where we bring in amazing products. And this webinar is all about another incredible product that is Traek.io. You have a website, but no leads. You invest hours into website tracking, putting a lot of automations into it, driving traffic towards website, but you never see any real ROI. It's frustrating, right? But did you know that you can still get people's data visiting your website? If you don't know, then you must watch this today's webinar and live show with a product, with the product that is Traek.io. And you won't believe me, stay tuned. And hello, guys, this is your host Swapnil, and we have a Tapan from Traek team. And let me introduce him. Uh, Let me invite him. Yeah, here we go. We have a Tapan. So, Tapan, could you please take a moment and introduce yourself before we get into the product demo? And that would be fantastic.
Sure, thank you, Swapnil. Thanks for the intro and about Trek. So, myself, Tapan, I represent a growing product called Trek. By in education, I'm an engineer and inquisitive by nature. So that's a bit about me. I parallelly run a company called Third Rock Techno, and I'm a bit of a tech enthusiast. And fortunately, unfortunately, I am the one running the sales for my company. So that's the thing that I have been doing, and I have been facing challenge, and that's what led me to Trek to develop such a thing. Like Swapnil truly said at the start, that there are issues. People put in automation, people put in data, lots of things here and there, but you fail to see the real issue over there. So that's where we were also there some time ago, and we started scratching our brains, saw some products, they are there, but it was not a complete solution. So we went ahead and started our own, and here we are with Trek. Swapnil.
Awesome. Tapan, we would also love to hear about your entrepreneur journey so far. Before Trek, what you were doing, and you just said about the Trek, how that idea triggered your mind, and the problem that you saw, and you built a super product that is Trek.io. And we would also love to hear the journey before your Trek.io project.
Sure, I would be happy to share my journey. So, my journey is still on. It's quite young. I started my journey after, like in 2015, I started the journey. But let me put it in a different way. So, I'll start in the mid of the journey where Track.io stemmed. So, we started with Track.io in COVID, because pre-COVID we had shifted our focus in our sales strategy. So when I say sales strategy, there should be a company. So that was a company that I started in 2014 with a couple of friends and a family member, and that was called Third Rock Techno. We started delivering services. It's general thing that everybody does, an IT company. But what was different about us was we always believed in early adaptation. So our first project that we started was with Angular, and I think that was the time when Angular just launched. So we have been early adopters of technology, and we feel that that has kept us into the race till today, and we are doing the same. So I started as an engineer. I completed my studies, founded this company, started with a small team of 5 people, and today we are a huge team. We have a product that we are trying to launch, and PitchGround is helping us to do that. So during that journey, sales was something I was always interested in. Being a techie, I thought to have a sales acumen and a technical knowledge would be a good point for me when I go ahead and talk to potential customers and clients, because I would be able to understand. I would not just be a postman, like taking the requirements from the client and taking it to my tech team and saying, "Hey, man, this is the requirement. Clients want something like this. Can we do it?" I approached it differently, like we say, with insights, with a bit of information, so that the person talking to me sees values in that conversation. So initially, we were an outbound sales company who brought in all the business via outbound sales. And that's when we started to see that, okay, that's a lot of effort. We are getting it done fine, but what is a better way to do when people want to come to us and get things done, right? We don't have to grab people. That's where we started investing on our inbound marketing, and whatnot. We were doing SEO, content, everything to bring on traffic. And yeah, pre-COVID, that's 2019, we started to see rise in our website traffic. We were the website was redone. We had 100. So we started with a, let's say, what say 1,000 people a month, and now we are increasing, right? We are today, we have a monthly footfall of 60 to 70,000 people
Awesome.
visiting our website, checking our blogs. So initially we were writing on technology, telling them that we are awesome with tech, and now we are telling them we are creating awesome solutions, not just tech. We are not we don't know just tech, but we know how we implement it and how that can help you solve the problem. So that's when we realized that people are coming over the website. There is a lot of footfall on the traffic. But when I open up my CRM and I check that how many business, how many deals was from the inbound sales and what was from the outbound sales, the number was drastically different. What we saw was our 80% of the business, even after investing a huge amount of money in the inbound strategy, was from the outbound team, outbound sales team that was bringing in. In fact, that was a recurring business they were bringing in, not just new business, awesome businesses, and only 20%. And that made us think like, what's wrong? Like Google Analytics saying that you got good traffic. People are saying we were ranking on keywords in the region we wanted to be. People were there on the website looking at the pages that we wanted them to be, but the conversion was not there. Something was missing. So that's where we started thinking about, and that began with a ground research to understand the user behavior. Why do we feel what we feel now, that why track exists? So that is where we realized that the user was there. He landed on our website, he got something that he might needed, but there was no one to tell them or educate them or let them know a bit more or take them to the next step of the journey. So because different users came on different buying intents, right? Some users were just there to see, understand. They were in very initial stages of their buying decision. They were not going to be my immediate purchasers, but there were few people, few good amount of visitors who are in mid to last stages of journey, and a small assist from our side would have done the difference. They would have started a conversation. Probably they would be talking to my sales team. So that's where we started implementing chat on our website individually as an individual product. So what happened was we were chatting with people, we were getting some good conversations going on, but that posed and brought us a new problem. And that new problem was, the team readily did not know what they were doing, right? They did not have any idea where the visitor came from, why is here, what sort of things he is looking at, what where is he in his journey. So that's where that came up as a problem. And again, we thought of trying to solve that. We brought in another system to do it. Similarly, there were a couple of problems in different steps that came there, and we brought different softwares. And at the end of what happened was there was no sync between things. So if one of them malfunctioned, the other system breaks. So it was all process. If everything works fine, then it's going to work. But else, if someone is not working fine, then we had to figure out where did that go wrong, where did we miss that person's intent, or we did miss their data, we did miss their, I don't know, right sort of, we did not get them the content they wanted. And that's how we ended up creating Track, something that has everything to our problem. And that's about Track, and that's about the journey before Track, and I'm here with Track.
Awesome. It's very inspirational that you were facing a problem, okay, and to get out of that problem, you build a solution, and now you're providing that solution to across, across globe. That's the perfect example of sharing knowledge and solution, providing solutions to all the problem holders, those who are really facing that problem day in their day-to-day life, or the problem that you explain, that people are visiting your website, you are using different multiple trackings to identify the visitors, but you don't know who are they, right? They're just anonymous for you, right? You don't
Yeah,
know who are they wanted to talk to you, if they are interested in your service, interested in your product, but you just seeing them as a numbers, right? you are just proudly saying that, oh my god, my website is having 1000 visitors. I've hit 1000 visitors today, 10,000 visitors today, but you don't know who are they. So what's the use of those visitors, right? So Traek is the solution to identify those visitors, and you can convert those visitors into leads, into sales, right? So this is a very, very, very awesome solution that Traek team is bringing us on a table. And before we get into the product demo, and Tapan start sharing us with different features of the tool, we would like to hear it from the Val. What is Traek all about?
Sorry, I lost you on the
This one is about being proactive. Again, what's going on, guys? This is Val from PitchGround. You have a website, and you definitely keep an eye on your visitors. You look through those heat maps and statistics, what they do on your website, how many people make purchases or fill a form or sign up or buy a subscription, and how many people just come and go. What if you could literally start talking to them? I mean, proactively. Just like that guy in a hardware store comes up to you and says, hey, what can I do for you? Likely, he will make a sale. Or imagine you could reach out to your visitor who has bought something from you, I don't know, a month ago and say, hey, you bought that stuff a while ago, like, what do you think of it so far? That will definitely retain your customer and show them that it's not just cold calls or cold emails. They would feel that personal approach. Traek makes it possible. And not only that, you get a bird's eye view on how your website performs and an overview of your leads. Just click on one to get more info. But the sweetest part is that with Traek, you can track your leads on a real-time basis. Just toggle on the real-time feature on your dashboard. You'll be able to see which visitor is currently browsing your website and which service they are looking for. Simply start a conversation with anyone over chat from your dashboard. Close your deals faster, give them what they're looking for when they're looking for it. Now go to pitchground.com and get yourself a lifetime deal for Traek. That's pretty much it, guys. Let's keep growing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, thank you so much, Val. Over to you, Tapan. So we are very much excited to see the live demonstration of the product, and over to you. You
Sure.
can just share your screen and start demonstrating. We are really excited about.
Great. Thanks for that. Let me do one thing. We'll do a two-step process. I'll just guide you through the features first via static presentation, and then I'll take you to the live site and show you the features in action. How about
Awesome,
that?
awesome. Yeah,
Great. I'm just
that
gonna
would
go ahead
do
and
that.
share a screen for you guys. Okay. Let me know if you could see that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
visible?
like, yeah, it's visible. We can see.
Great. Awesome. So it's a small presentation. Very first few slides are already what we discussed, guys. So I'm just gonna smoothly breeze out through it. What was the problem? How did we started? I have told, that's what I say. So at the end, that's where Trek came in, and this is very bird's eye view of what you will see, how the things would be. So let me take you to the feature. But priority, it's very easy to set up. It's just a simple line of code that you have to put in your website header tag, and it's there live. It will start tracking without any fuss, any issues, and we got tons of help videos for other different type of WordPress installations, Wix installations, everything, custom installations to help you guys figure it out how to do it. So don't worry on that side. It's very one step easy process. So the main features would be a dashboard that's an amalgamation and a summary of the top 5 things that is needed, and it will show you who are coming to your pages, how many leads you had, what are the sources and countries as such. Then comes, of course, the lead section that we have been talking about, identifying the company that's on your website. So here is a bit of a breakthrough, easy view for you guys to see. That's about the leads, then the again it's leads, the real-time chatting feature that Well just talked about when you want to talk with a person who is already on your website. So that's the real-time and chatting feature in a combination, how it looks. And of course, you can customize the front end of the chat widget. This is an awesome feature. I'll explain while I'm explaining the software, the custom feeds. Indeed, many of our users are saying that we did a survey and they said that that is a feature that's helping them right away without any issues. And this is a pretty much basic feature that you'll see when you complete your sign up and land for the first time. This is what you're going to see on your dashboard. And I'm not going to go there. Let's switch over and we start to, let me just stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to share a window and take you guys through the live instance. Just give me a sec. And
Yeah,
yep,
guys, if you
we
have any questions and the queries regarding the tool that we are going to demonstrate now and regarding the plans and the pricing of the deal, please comment those in the comment section. If you're watching from Facebook, please do a comment. If you're watching from YouTube, please do a comment. And other channels, please do a comment so that we can answer and we can resolve all your questions regarding the tool, Traek.io. And if you have any questions regarding the plans and the pricing, that can be sorted out. So over to you, Tapan.
great. Thanks. I'll try to answer the question as much as possible, but I would skip out the technicalities, being not me being the technical mind behind this. We'll keep that for some other time. There are a few, I see a few questions over there. But yeah, let me know once you are able to see my dashboard.
Yes, we are
I think
able to
it's
see your dashboard.
great. So this is actually my company's dashboard. This is live and actual data you're going to see over here. So the thing is, we have installed the script and the system has started tracking smoothly. And this is what we see on a daily basis. This is where we realize when we started implemented Track, and when I meant how to personalize the content is this is where I know what majority of my visitors wants to read on my website on a daily basis, what they are looking to see. um, that's what my top pages are going to talk about, who are going to refer me, where are my visitors coming from. So this shows that Google is the top-notch source that is sending us. It's an organic thing that we are doing, like I said. And companies and leads, it's self-iterative. And however, this is my last 30 days data. It allows you to see and go through multiple options so that you can narrow down and create your understanding. If you're running a campaign, if you're running some activities, you can see the results over here. So having said that, this is just a summary of the entire portal that you can see at every day and easily, not if you don't want to go inside and understand everything. And then you go to the lead section, which is one of the feature that we are talking about is leads. When we say leads, there is a difference between a visitor and a lead. Any person who is on your website is a visitor. A lead for anybody, for our system, is someone whom we are able to recognize, right? That's what we count as a lead, precisely. And these are the people and the company, rather a company, I would say, whom we are identifying and we are showcasing them over here. When you see over here, there are multiple different columns: the company, last visit, page views, time spent. These are all micro information that a marketer needs, a sales guy needs when he wants to do a target based marketing. So if I click over here, this person is visiting again me because I see there are two people who have visited me. This multiple people are visiting us from this company. Also, I am able to understand that what all pages have they visit. So now the best part is I can go, there is a bit more detail to this part. When I click on that, I see that this specific person has visited twice with it today to us at different times. If you see, there are two different times and they have visited. It could be anything. So it's not necessary this is a visitor who is important to me, but I can understand, okay, this is a technical visitor who is trying to learn something from the blogs that we have written. I get to understand what sort of technological setup is he using, uh, what total time has he spent. So this all are factors that help you to rate a lead for you, like it's important, not important. Apart from that, what a good feature we have over here is Let me show you. Oh, yeah, yeah.
along with the
So
company information as well. So you'll come to know that who are the companies who are visiting your website, so that you will have a better idea, and you can start outreaching to them, and you can
e-
close the leads, right?
Indeed, indeed. This allows you to create a persona of the user who is visiting. How should you plan your content and how should you plan your outreach? So, for example, this is a company where you want to make a sale. Then you know that they are reading what sort of things, what sort of content they're consuming from your website, and then your marketing team can plan such collaterals and try to connect with them. So this is a good part over here where you are seeing a watch feature. So I know that this is my company. I want to be notified that if someone from this company is going to visit again, just let me know that he is or she is on my website. I'll just switch on this feature, and immediately whenever next time a visitor, a person from this company is going to visit me, I'm going to get an email notification in my email saying that, hey Tapan, a person from RBACTV is visiting you, go ahead and have a chat with that person. So that is where it brings me to the next step, is when I say chat. Because what happens is these are the people who came to you, we were able to identify, we were able to tell you who they were, what they did. So if you see, we are not just able to tell you about their visits and what do we say about what all pages, but we are also able to tell you what sort of technologies they are using. So this is another gold mine for the salespeople and probably for businesses who are technology oriented. Say, for example, you were a payment processing startup. You are selling payment process. You are creating a new awesome payment processing free software SDKs, and you are trying to sell to the customer. So people are going to visit you, and you how good it would be if you get to see that people visiting you, what sort of computer platforms they are using, or if they are not using, that will help you make your pitch very sound, crisp, and clear, because you know that how your solution is going to fit into their systems. So this is the technologies detail over here in the leads. That brings me to the real-time user that we just heard in the video. And this feature is here because we cannot there are times when someone is not able to identify the leads. What can you do if you want to talk, someone is already on your system, you know that this is a person whom you want to talk with. That is where real-time user tells. So here I see a list of people who are actively looking through pages on my website, and what I can do is I can see that if a visitor is in my buyer's persona or into the segment that I want them to, I can just go ahead and strike a conversation with them. And before, the best part is before I go into that conversation, the problem that I mentioned, there is data over here. The sales rep is going to know how long he has or she has been on the website, what has been their past journeys, if are they repeat visitors, all sort of things that going to help them create that chat in a wonderful way. So you can go ahead and click on chat, and now it's all up to you how you're going to chat with that person over here. So that's the real time and chat options. So now what if I cannot keep someone 24 hours a day occupied on the system, who is going to keep a watch that, hey, who is this my ICP? He is my ideal customer. Is he not? Is he not? That's a very expensive affair. So that brings me to the feature called custom feeds. Now, essentially, what custom feed is, it's allowing you to create custom notifications for you. And when I say custom notifications, what is it going to do is it's going to let you create using multiple filters a set of conditions that, let's say, for example, uh, you're running a campaign on LinkedIn. Okay. And you know that you are going to get people from LinkedIn, and you know that they are going to land on specific page via that campaign. And if that is a person with those two matching parameters, your sales rep for sure should go ahead and have a chat with them, strike a conversation, share them other marketing collaterals, depending upon what they are doing on your website. So what you can do is you can go ahead, create choose a source that says LinkedIn, add that, create take a URL parameter, and you say that if the URL contains says make me money, Of course, we are here to make money, right? So something like this is a campaign. So when a visitor is coming to your website who is from LinkedIn, and probably the referring URL is going to have this keyword, your system is going to trigger an email notification when you switch this on. Now, the next part is in IT companies and most of the software companies, Slack is one of the standard mode of communication. So what happens is when you switch on this Slack, you will get an option to connect it with your Slack channels that you're using, a daily communication tool. So how nice that would be that you get a notification in your Slack channel.
Awesome. This is a pretty solid feature that you just explained, Tapan. That for example, I'm running a campaign, right? Ad campaign, right? And I want to initiate a chat with those person who are visiting from that campaign, right? They're landing on a certain page that I have created, for example, a landing page or any of the page that I wanted to showcase to them, right? And I can set the parameters inside the Traek. And even though there are two options that the system will notify me on the email that this visitor has match those parameters and he is live or reading or watching or visiting your website or that landing page, you can go and initiate a chat with that person, right? And another option is that Slack one. You can select a specific channel from your Slack, and the Slack, you will be notified in that channel that this visitor is visiting on your site, on your page, and you can initiate a chat. So there are two notifications that you will be getting from this option, that is custom feed. Over to you, Tapan.
Great, great. That's perfect summarization of the feature. And that's how we can do. And I just showed you one of the many permutation and combination I can do. Here are other filters that you can use like company name, country, page, source, tag, URL, anything. And then this comes up with tons of opportunity for you guys to create a filter and make sure that you do not miss a person who should be falling into your funnel. And that's about the custom feed, how you utilize, and that is at the end it's going to couple with the chat feature. Now, okay, and here are some cosmetic feature and settings that I would like to showcase. Is this is the script that you have to paste on the system, and I am able to customize my chat widget, how it's going to look on my website so that it matches my branding, because nowadays I cannot do that you have to use my branding. Your chat feature has to match to your branding. It's not necessary. If you feel that you do not want your users to use chat, you can just switch this off and chat feature would be off, and you do not need to go up. People will not see anything on your website where they can touch base with you. Now, of course, every sales or marketing has team in them. So we allow you to guys to add team members in the system so that you can assign them leads so that they can take care of particular accounts that they are expert in based on their industries. So as an admin, you can add multiple members depending on the plan you are in. And that's about the features and the things that we offer. When you sum this up, you can use the leads data to create your ideal customer target accounts, so that you know that yeah, these are the people and these are my target accounts who I want to target to. Whereas utilize the real time and chat feature to get in touch with the users when they are on your website live and waiting, because it's human psychology. They want attention, but if you give them indirect very you give them right away, they would be like, no, I don't want it. So you have to be very much careful while talking. Then that's where chat and real time feature helps you, because you know that this is not the right time, but yeah, now he has been over here for 5 minutes on my page. Now that's a time when I can go ahead and have a communication with them. Probably I could share something and turn that deal around. And probably you might get into the next step would be probably a call or a video call, or probably a next demo of your product. So that's how it happens. So that's the features about the Track, how you can leverage it. And again, I would quote myself is we provide a tool set. People come up with many different ways of using this, and I just explained a couple of ways how you can utilize. Each industry has a different use case and how they can use this feature to achieve that end goal. Over to you, Swapnil.
Right. Right, right. So there are multiple use cases that that we can see, that I can see right now. For example, the person is visiting from any of the company or any of the competitor or your prospect company, right? So you get the data of that person, of that user, even though the technology stacks that the company is using. Okay, for example, you are an IT company or you are providing some marketing services, right? So you will have that data ready in front of you before you start your outreaching campaign, before you start calling to that cold, before you start cold calling with those companies, right? So everything is there. Instead of going blindly with those companies or going blindly with your outreaching campaigns, you have a data ready. You have a proof that this person has visited your website multiple times, different time zones, you know everything is in front of you, and you can do a sort of analysis based on the customers, based on the visitors that visiting to your website. And you can create a buckets like these are the companies are visiting, these are the niches, right? And you can start framing your outreaching campaigns, framing your marketing campaigns. So there are multiple use cases that I can say, I can see right now, and the Tapan has explained only few of them. And if you start digging into the platform, you will there are multiple ways to utilize this platform in your marketing strategies.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah,
So,
and we are getting some questions from some of the users. So would you like to take few of the questions, Tapan, or you want to dig into the platform more?
so let's take few of the questions. I think there are a few questions I would be happy to answer. We can do it
Yeah,
now,
let
and then we
me.
can discuss a bit more about the platform.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. So we'll take first question. Ahmed is asking that is Traek a good replacement of for ConvertBox?
Uh, to answer it in a good way, ConvertBox is a bit of a different solution. They are more on creating personalized messages and journeys for the customer, right? So it's not a direct replacement, but it is an addition to that entire tool set that helps you out.
Awesome. I hope this answers your question, Ahmed. So Ahmed has one more question, and he has a series of questions. Yeah. So let's take the another question from Ahmed. So he's asking that how does it track site visitors, cookies or cookieless?
Uh, to my knowledge and to my technical acumen, we are using cookies also coupled with other ways of tracking. It's not purely cookieless, but yeah, we utilize cookies.
Awesome, awesome. So one more question that we have from Tapan, sorry, Ahmed. He's asking how does a visitor become a lead?
Yes, that's a very good question because that's a fundamental of any plans you guys are going to see on track, and that's sometimes it confuses the people. So a visitor only becomes lead when the system is able to identify to which that visitor companies belong to. So for example, let's say Ahmed, you are visiting my company website, and system is able to identify that Ahmed is from ABC Corporation. That's when that thing is going to become a lead. Else it's just going to stay into the real-time user chat table. If and once you go away, system will not be able to recognize you, because you can understand data is a you cannot identify everybody, right? Not everybody's identification is possible. Any of the algorithms we pick up, there are limitations to the recognition of the contacts. So those people whom we could identify their company, their social media details up to a certain level, that are classified as a lead.
Okay, the same question I have collected few of the question from our users. So the user has asked like, what about reliability and accuracy of the data that Drake is providing to us?
Sorry, can you come again? I missed on the last part.
Okay, so he was asking about the reliability and accuracy of the data that Drake is providing.
So let me answer it that way. Is we are tied up with public databases, private databases, and these databases have been vetted by them. They keep them refreshed on a daily basis, right? It's not that it's a stale data, or they once that data has been entered in that system and they are never updated it. So I can say that the data is highly reliable. When you come to talk about accuracy, about and I tie accuracy to a number of visitors being identified, right? That's where I try accuracy of the system is where you so out of 100 visitors, a good number for a decent system would be somewhere in the range of 30 to 40 identifications. You cannot go for all because there are privacy policies. People might not have allowed to share the data openly to the public. So we very much respect the privacy of the customer and their confidentiality. If it's openly available with the consent, then and only then we get those data. Else we do not.
Awesome. Thanks for the explanation. So one more question that I have, that is, how can I save my search to filter my results? This was a question being asked.
Sorry, can you come again?
Yeah, the
Save the
user,
search.
yeah, how to save the
Okay.
search and filter
Yeah.
the results.
So that's where you can utilize custom feeds to save your search. So when you go to the leads page, sorry, I have my screen shared. So if you see the filters here are company, country, date ranges, right?
Mhm.
Custom feeds are also very similar filters you have there. So you can create custom feed. Though, like I said, the one way I showcase the usage of custom feed was the email notification, but the another part is also to quickly access the list of leads that falls under that criteria. So when you click on that, currently under this criteria, of course there is no lead, so I'm not able to see any of the lead over here. But if you have created a custom feed over here, and let's say you have selected a filter and you say country and state United States, and yes, company is what we name. If that's our filter, we add that, we save it. So if my database of leads for your company has this data and I click on this, I'm going to get this data. So these are the companies who are belonging to the United States, and they are over here. So only thing that you need to do over here is to use the time filter, because the rest of the filters are available into the custom feeds, but not the time range. So time range has to be utilized from here. And at the moment, we do not have a direct ability to save the filter about the times, but the rest of the filters you can access via custom feed.
Okay, so the feature is available inside the platform. All right.
Yeah.
So next questions that will pick it up is, yeah, this one. Ahmed is asking, is there a push notification so that we can create a campaign to target visitors that say have visited the second time?
Uh, there is no push notification in the way Ahmed you have asked over here, that I could set up a notification if he's a repeat visitor. Do let me know. But we have a very easy way to do that, and that is using the watch lead feature. So if you go over here, you go into the leads, and say for example, this is my I want to check anybody coming from, for example, this company. Again, I should be notified. I just need to do this watch, and my system will tell that I have a new visitor or a repeated visitor, a visitor from this company, anytime and every time that person comes from this particular company. So we have simplified that feature because the aim for the product was to simply usable. There could be very detailed combinations also to be created, but again, being a salesperson, we want the product to be nimble enough that with very easy settings they could get the data, because their work is to use the data and not create mechanisms how to manage that data. Like Google Analytics is wonderful tool, right? But to configure it rightly, it's a challenge. You need to see a couple of videos, you need to take courses to exactly use it. You cannot use it out of the box. You can just get to know what visitors are coming and going out of the box, but we wanted to keep it simple. So watch feature will help you if the visitor is coming in.
So this is the option that Ahmed You can see it over here. If the visitor has already visited, and if you want to track that visitor that is coming second time or onwards, so there is an option that you can go to the lead section. You can select the lead, and you need to toggle that three arrows. And there is an option like watch. If you turn on that watch feature, so whenever that person visiting to your site or your landing page, you will be notified on your email as well as the Slack notification that we can set it up.
Yep, that's
Awesome.
correct.
Okay, so we have one more question, and I have the similar question that I have collected. Let me show what Ahmed is asking. Is there a bot in chat that allows for some automation in chat? And one more question from my side. Can
Mhm.
we customize it as per the look and feel of the website, the chatbot?
Yes. So ideally, it's a chat widget.
Oh, yeah.
To frame it, we do not have automation in it because, like I said, it has to be human driven. uh, as this is going to be a make or break opportunity for you, because a chatbot is going to send an automated message, and up to a certain level you can automate that based on the page, but a person's mind is going to read the situations differently. So at the moment we have not integrated the chatbot or automated replies features into the system. Probably down the line, because we have been getting such questions, and sometimes it is true also, at the middle of the night you are nobody's going to be available to answer or at least give an initial response. So we have that feature down the line to have some sort of automated replies to the system, but currently we do not have it, because the original goal was to keep it human enough so that people likes to talk with that person. And to the second question, can you rephrase that? I just for yes, yes, yes. To answer that second question of yours, let me again take to my screen and I'll show you. We can do that. We can customize the look and feel of the chat widget to match your theme, and we can do from the your script section. Under there are two aspects of it. One is the content of your chat widget, and the second is the appearance. So the if you are to change look and feel, we need to go to the chat appearance, and you can see that. So this section over here allows me to position this small icon that's going to come on my website. Upon clicking that, the entire chat window is going to open. So we have divided the page into a grid of 9 places, and out of those we can put into this 6 places the chat option, so that it is does not become a hindrance to the content on the website. And this allows you to set the color scheme over here. So if you see that I have set a light gray color scheme over here, and the header text are in white or from using the settings. And there's always going to be two type of messages. One is going to be the visitor messaging you, and the other would be agent or the person or our sales rep replying to that visitor. So you can set up that colors of that bubble and the font inside it. So that is what you can update over here. Again, it's a basic level of customization you can do, not any hi-fi. And the second thing is the chat widget content. So that's where you can see this avatar that I have uploaded over here. Whenever someone tries to chat on my website, he will see this pic, my company branding, and header content, whatever I want to add. So I want to say that we are here to help when they are trying to fill up the page, right? And one more thing, right? There is always a fear in people's mind that I do not want to share my name, my email address, right? Although I want to chat with the company's person to clear my doubt, my questions. So that is where we allow this feature that's called user chat initiation. User can easily skip this part and start with the chat. It doesn't, he or she does not need to share the details upfront to have a chat with the sales representative. In a way, it gives them comfort that, yeah, I'm going to get my answers. And if I feel comfortable enough when they ask, I'll share my details.
Yeah, this happens. So
Indeed.
sometimes people are not comfortable or hesitant, while sharing their personal information like name, email ID, or phone numbers. And most of the chat widgets are asking, until and unless you fill out those details, you cannot go and chat with the user. And that is again a questionable, right? After filling up your data, will that user is available or not. So you have to first
Hmm.
talk with the bot, then the chat will be initiated and transferred to the real human, right? This happens, right? So there is a
Yeah.
very good option that Tapan has shown us, that you can avoid, you can skip, you can let the user skip that the personal information to be filled out on the form, and he can directly chat with the representative. Awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
So let me take the next question. So Naz is asking that how do you address GDPR compliance?
Uh, NAS, like every other company, is doing the way they are doing it is making sure that we do not access any data that is not by consent. That is one of the way. The data that we are using from our providers, they themselves are GDPR compliant and GDPR audited. And because ideally we are just data processor, we show you the data. It's upon you how you use that. So there is not much that we have to do with the data, as our sources are compliant to GDPR. However, we are also SOC 2 compliant as a company. So security being paramount, the data that we have is already audited by our auditors to make sure that it is not accessible to anybody else for whom it is intended. So that is what I can answer at this standpoint. Any more details, our GDPR page can help out, and the legal consultant would be happy to share more information how we achieve that.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the explanation and the clarification. So we have next question from Deepak. So Deepak is asking that I'm just about to launch my company website, not expecting huge traffic yet. Is there any minimum traffic requirements to get meaningful results?
Deepak, I would say yes, there is a minimum traffic required for the system, but I won't tie that with a meaningful result because you have the feature to use real-time chat, right? You have a feature of real-time user and chat. The only thing that a difference would be for you between a early launched website and a existing website that has good amount of visitor is in the lead section. There would not be much classification for you, but on the better hand, being I am assuming that you are launching your website, your brand, you would be probably new to the business that you're trying to do. um, you would need all the opportunity to get in touch with the person whoever is on your website, and that's where you are going to leverage the chat option. Because apart from just knowing the company name, everything is going to be there. Where they are, they visiting again, is there repeat visit, what all pages they have visited, that's all you are going to get. It's just that you might not have a company name because you have less traffics. But if a person is coming to your website, you are obviously going to able to chat with them and convert them into a lead. So you can utilize the chat feature, and as and when your traffic start growing, and this is also an opportunity, you can see what all pages on what all things are working on your website and plan your SEO or inbound marketing concepts accordingly so that your visitor increases.
Thank you. I hope this answers your question, Deepak. So we have a next question coming from Ahmed. Ahmed is asking that do we have any incoming and outgoing webhooks?
No, we do not have the concept of webhooks at the moment. We are not integrating anything in that fashion.
So are you going to integrate that, or you are?
We would have to see because we are planning to add integrations with different different softwares, right? CRMs, mail campaigns, and all. So as that integration requires, we'll be bringing in that functionality. Currently, the way we are using it, we do not need that webhook. So, for example, Slack, right? We are directly getting permission from Slack. An authentication flow, like whenever you sign up with Google does not need a webhook, but it just needs a permission to use your Google identity to create that account, right? Similarly, we have that for Slack. So currently we do not need webhooks so we do not have implemented, but if the need arises for the integrations and the future expansions, for sure there would be incoming outgoing webhooks.
Awesome. Could you please just share the roadmap URL on the with us, so that people can request some features that they want, and you can, if it is feasible enough to incorporate it inside the platform, then it would be great for you and the customers as well.
Why
Okay,
not?
so
I would really love to do that. Let me send it over to everybody over here in the chat. And so I just sent over. Is that visible?
yeah, it's visible. Okay, so this is a roadmap. Yeah, and it's here. Okay, so one more question from Ahmed. Ahmed is asking that if identification of visitors are via IP address, then is Traek a good solution for tracking users that are behind dynamic IPs?
Yes and no. Yes, we are doing IP-based tracking, but now there are algorithms and AI that we are working on to create a way of creating an array of dynamic IPs and table queries so that we can understand and give you an accuracy up to a certain level that yes, though this person is using dynamic IP, he or she might belong to a specific organization, because that has become a mandate after the COVID situation, because not all are going to be working from home, working from the office. So they would be probably working from home, and not everybody has a static IP at the home. So that is something is in progress. We are working over it and bringing it to the platform. So Trek would be good enough to track dynamic IPs or create a relational system that can tell you that yeah, this is a high probable chances. This is the company.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for the explanation on that question. I think so. We have taken all the questions that came up, and let me go to the uh, deal page. Guys, we are running a deal on pitchground.com. And if you're seeing the blue color bar on the website, that is telling that early bird price is ending within 5 days. So do not miss out on the early bird pricing if you're, if you're going to grab this deal. And let me head over to the pricing and the plans of Traek.io. So we have a plan starting with $49 for lifetime. That is a plan A, in which you will be getting two users, 150 leads per property, and you can use Traek.io widget on two properties. Two properties is nothing but the websites, right? And you will have 90 days data retention, two custom feeds, analytics, real time chat with the live users, visitors data, technologies data, and no customer success manager is required. Email and chat support will be given from the Traek.io team, and all the features and updates to the starter plan. Then we have one more plan, that is Plan B, $97 for lifetime, in which you will be getting five users, 250 leads per property, and you will be having five properties. Properties are nothing but the websites, so you can use the widget on your five websites. Then 90 days data retention you will be getting, and all the features and the plans and updates as per the plan A and plan B starter plan. Then we have an advanced plan, that is plan C, 197 for lifetime, in which you will have unlimited users. Okay. And 350 leads per property, and you can use the widget on five properties. Unlimited days retention of your data. In plan A and plan B, the retention of data is only for 90 days. You can export it and you can save it and you can use it for your marketing campaigns. But in plan C and onwards, the data will be available inside the Traek.io platform, and you can utilize at any point of time. Then we have one more plan, and that is plan D and plan C, plan E. Plan D is for $297 for lifetime. Again, here you'll be getting unlimited users, 600 leads per property, five properties, unlimited data retention, unlimited custom fields. Then the top plan is $397 for lifetime. And here you'll be getting 1,000 leads per property, five properties, unlimited data retention, and unlimited custom feeds inside the platform. right? So these are the plans and pricing. And guys, do not miss out on the early bird pricing that is going to an end within 5 days. If you're on the fence and if you have any questions apart from the questions that we have just took, or you are watching this webinar in a replay mode, please tag us, please tag Tapan or me, and solve all your queries regarding the platform, regarding the features that we have just showcased or demonstrated just now inside this webinar. And if you have any questions regarding the plans and pricings, along with that, if you want to suggest anything, if you have any feedback regarding the plans or regarding the platform, please comment us, tag us, so that we can able to solve all your questions and the queries. Yeah, over to you, Tapan.
Great. Thank you for joining us, guys. I hope I have been able to answer your questions, and we are there to give you guys demo any given time to help you understand the product better. And yes, those are the plans. We are live on PitchGround. This is a lifetime deal, and it's awesome thing because being a part of the lifetime deal, you guys are going to get all the features that we have now and that are on the roadmap and planning to be developed without any extra additional cost. And I think the ultimate plan is awesome thing is there is customer success manager available to you who is going to help you curate the campaigns and curate the platform in a way to your industry specific so that you gain the most out of it. So thanks,
So
Swapnil.
it's,
Thanks
yeah,
for the
it's not
opportunity.
just like, you are signing up in the platform. There is a team behind who is going to, help you out to to set it up your data, to help you out in for to framing out or helping out for your marketing campaigns. So the customer success manager would be assigned dedicatedly for you. He will be, you can reach out to him any point of time, and they will be available on on chat as well as over email. And it's a great thing, right? Because we need a customer support, we need a strong team, and team is there to help you out in all your queries, all your problems, right? So one more questions we're receiving from Arun Krishnan. So yeah, so he's asking any good for B2C. So I will answer this. Okay, from small companies looking for traffic to enterprises seeking to expand their businesses, Traek is there. Traek offers something for everyone. It's not just a B2C or B2B or small industry or big industry, it's for everyone, right? So even though you are a small startup or a small company, we had a same question from Deepak, that he was asking that he's just going to launch a company website. So is this a right time, or can he use Traek.io inside his website and track the data or track the traffics or the visitors? So we said yes, there is a important data, right from the day one. The person is visiting, right from the first visitor till the 1,000 or 1,000 lakhs of customers who are visiting your website. Those all are important, right? You need to track those from the day one, right? It's not about the B2B, B2C, or small website, big website. Everyone can use Traek.io. It's an enterprise solution, designed for small industries, SMBs, and large industries as well. Yeah, if you
Yep.
have any questions, guys, please do ask, because we are just wrapping up this live webinar with Tapan, founder of Traek.io. And if you're watching this webinar in replay mode, please do comment, please tag us so that we can solve all your questions and queries. Before we wrap up, I'll just, take over the features of the Traek.io. Why businesses choosing Traek.io over the rest? Okay, this is the maximum questions that we hear from the user. So the first one is advanced chatting feature, accurate real-time data, client visit alerts. So you will be notified on your Slack, you will be notified on your email that this person is visiting, or this is a repetitive customer, so that you can go and initiate a chat, right? Then there are custom feeds and filters, interactive UI. UI is very simple. You just I've seen so many UIs, right? People are getting lost, where to track, what to track, and where from that visitors are coming, how to run the report, how to save the data. So it's a very simple UI and simple platform, right? Simple in the sense of not in terms of features, but in terms of accessing the platform, right? Then the better services, lower prices, more feature, strong team is there to help you out, inside, to onboard you, to help you out, to run your campaigns, to identify data. And if you are facing any problem inside the platform, they are available at your service, right? Then website traffic monitoring and interacting, increase leads and sales because you're getting tons of data, right? You're just not getting the visitors count, right? For example, one person has visited, two-person has visited. No, no, no. You're getting tons of data of that person, the company, from where he's visiting, how many times he has visited, and then what are the technology stacks that company is using. You can utilize that lots of data, and you can frame you can do a lot of with that data, right? I'm not getting the right word right now. Okay, but you can utilize it any manner because the data is value. Data has the value, and you're getting a valuable data from the Traek.io. Then start generating a 4x leads for your business by turning your website into a customers. It's not just a chat widget, but it's a lead magnet that you're putting out on your website. Okay, guys, grab the lifetime deal of Traek.io today. We are running a very, very, very awesome plans and pricing. And do not forget to check it out, the early bird offer, because within 5 days, the early bird offer is going to end. Please go and check it out. If you have any questions, shoot out us. We are there to help you out to solve your all the questions and queries. Right? Do not miss out on the early bird offer. And if you have any questions, I'm again and again repeating because, yeah, it happens like we have so many questions, but you are not asking and we are skipping the deal. And after the deal ends, we realize that, okay, my God, I missed out the important tool that is needed into my business, that is needed into my marketing strategies. This should not be happen to you. That's the reason. Please do ask questions, solve your doubts, and you can go and sign up for the free trial. Are we offering any free trial, Tapan?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
so
have a 30 days free trial.
awesome. 30 days free trial. What you want, guys? Go and browse the platform, utilize it, and get the feel, right? Get the utilize that platform and check it out. If it is useful for your business, go ahead, head to the pitchground.com and grab the deal. It's for you. And just 4x your leads, right? So grab the lifetime deal of Traek.io today. Thank you so much, Tapan, for taking your precious time out and sharing some valuable information and demonstrating the tool. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and asking the questions. We'll be seeing you in the next webinar. Till the time, take care, be happy, and keep improving 1% every day. Have a good day, all. Thank you so much.
Bye.